It's my privilege to be here with Marc Ellis, the world record try scorer in test matches in the World Cup game against Japan, 6 tries. Take me through it.
I just want to sort of dine on that with a bit of silence for a moment. Just let it sink in, really. They're actually quite good, Japan, now. They beat South Africa, don't you know?
Yeah.
My son was sitting there watching it saying, geez, you got 6 tries against Israel. Well, you know, mate, they weren't quite this good back then, boy. I made the mistake of reading the program before I went out for that game. It said that the world record was 5 tries. So that answers your next question as to why I didn't pass it.
What was the reaction from Laurie Mains after the game?
Well, he was less than impressed with the decision not to pass it on a couple of occasions. He was more despondent that I hadn't, taken the opportunity to feed the outsides.
And every time the All Blacks play, you're watching quite closely to make sure that the record doesn't get broken?
Well, the teams are getting so much closer now because of professionalism. So everyone's the same size and shape. The only difference is mental, really. But I don't watch, but I get texts from the likes of Goldie. He watches. He's really disappointed he only got 5 against Fiji. So you get the odd text from people and then you go, oh, I better watch the last 10 minutes just to make sure that Will doesn't do what he's bound to do at some stage.
So Goldie's only got 5 tries?
Yeah, against Fiji. Yeah.
Disappointing, isn't it?
Yeah, we had about 15 minutes to get that 6 that he just couldn't do it. I mean, it's a big difference between 5 and 6, Rick. Brilliant. Thank you. So that's all you need, isn't it?
I remember we were going to do that whole other thing.
My job's to ruin your show. Are you doing a show?
Yeah. When they asked me who I'd like to work with, your name didn't come up.
No. Who do you not want to work with?
Yeah. Who will you never work with again? People ask me, are you going to bring Sports Cafe back? And I was like, why would I do that? It's like 12 years of just constant abuse.
Well, it's funny because people have said to me, the only weak link in that show was Rick. So why don't you come and do his job and we find some other people to replace the back bench?
So basically just...
And I said, well, I can't because it's Rick's show. That's why he was on it.
So what you're saying is, why didn't we get rid of everyone and just give you your own show?
Yeah, pretty much.
It's a serious question. What did being an All Black mean to you?
I've never really sort of contemplated it. I guess to try and answer your question, it was such a wonderful experience at the time. You had so much fun. You got to hang with great mates. To have done it alongside some of the greats of the game. I mean, I don't mind as much as I did once being a reserve when Jonah's on the wing. Jonah and Goldie, No, it was just a privilege to be around, such good buggers in such a lovely environment with good people doing good things.